morning and welcome dear students to online English video class. Once again we are going to start the poem Wind and the Moon. Here we are going to discuss about all question answer based on this poem. So without waste of time, let us begin the class. Here question understanding the poem. Let me make this figure bigger. Yeah. So here the question first says that why is the wind angry with the moon? What is he threatening to do? So let's see answer. The wind is angry with the moon because he thinks that she is always keeping a watch on him. He is threatening to blow his out of the sky. Clear? So the question says why the wind is angry with the moon and what he is threatening to do. So it is angry because he thinks that the moon always keeping to watch on him, and that is why he is threatening to blow his out uh, to blow her out. Okay, student, this is her. Let me make it correct. Okay, that is her out of the sky. Clear? Okay, question number 2 is, even though the wind tries to blow away the moon, she keeps reappearing. This is because. So here the answer is what? Let's see question again. Even though the wind tries to blow away the moon, he keeps reappearing. This is because. She is trying. See, the option 1 says what? She is trying to irritate the wind, or she is trying to challenge the wind by proving that she is no more powerful. Third says she is indifferent to the wind and appears and disappears as she pleases. Okay, so student, here the answer will be C, because the wind is indifferent to the moon is indifferent to the wind and appears and disappears as she pleases. With according to its work, she does her work. Okay, question number 3 says the wind he look at his rivals once more. What did the wind go on to do to express his glee? Did this feeling last long? Why or why not? So student, here question is asking that why the wind he looks to his rebels once more. What did the wind go on to do to express his glee? Did this feeling last long? Why and why not? So you can see here on your screen that in order to express his glee, the wind blew violently all across the world, making loud, shrill and harsh noises while doing so. But this feeling of glee did not last, as the moon slowly reappeared in the sky. Okay, actually what happened, when the wind he took to his rivers once more, what did the wind do? So he always what he do, he express violently all across. Okay, all across the world, making loud and shrill and harsh noises in the sky. But this feeling of glee did not last as the moon, because she slowly reappeared in the sky every time. Clear? Question number 4. Question 4 is, we know that the wind finds it difficult to blow out the moon and suffers physically. In order so find the words or phrase that show this line. So you have to what to do in this question, student. We know that the wind finds it difficult to blow out the moon and suffers physically. In doing so, find the words or phrase that show these feelings. Okay. So student, here you can see that, but it was vain, the pain of his bursting brain. Okay, these 3 lines of the poem shows the feeling of his uh, what we can say, the difficult of blow the moon, how he suffers physically. So in this line we can see how the wind is suffering physically. Okay. Okay, question 5 says, what a marvel of power am I. In this stanza, why does the wind think so highly of himself? What did you think of the wind when you read this stanza? Okay, so student, in this stanza, the wind thinks so highly of himself because he believes that he blew the moon out of the sky and then back in. Using the power of his breath, these thoughts make us feel that the wind is overconfident of his ability and is conceited. Okay, it's very good. So what we feel that in this stanza, student, the wind thinks so highly of himself because he believes that he blew the moon out of the sky and then back in. So using the power of his breath, these thoughts make us feel that the wind is overconfident of his ability and is conceited. Okay. Now question 6. Question number 6 is, why is the moon unaware of what the wind is trying to do? If you were the moon and you knew what the wind was up to, how would you feel about his behavior? What would you do? So that is up to you. Oh, you can see the answer. Student, here it says that the moon is unaware of what the wind has been trying to do because she is somewhere high up in space above the Earth's atmosphere where the wind cannot ever even reach her. For the second part of the question, you are free to express your own thought, what you feel, if what you are felt if you would be a moon. According to you, you can write your answer on the basis of your opinion. Okay, I will again read your question, that why the moon is unaware of what the wind is trying to do. The answer of this part of the question I have given here. Then again it asking, if you were the moon and you knew what the wind is doing, so what you just feel for that behavior of the wind. So that is up to you. You have to write for your opinion only. Okay. So the moon is unaware for what the wind has been trying to do because she is somewhere high above in space, above the Earth's atmosphere where the wind cannot even reach her. Okay, so for this this is not, don't write this line in your answer. I have written this so that you can write your own answer in your copy. Clear? Now, appreciating student, assembly is an expression which compares one thing with another. Now this is, I'm just reading this part. Power off. Okay, using the words as or like, find examples of simile in the poem. Who has been compared to watch? What do the simile make you feel, make you think about the things that are being compared? Okay, now what is simile? First we will understand this, student. So simile is a figure of speech that is used by the writer, that is used by the poet for writing poetry. Okay, so here is asking what impression that is used as or like in example that you have to give in your poem. So like a ghost. Okay, here the word like is simile. Okay, like a ghost in the chair. Here the moon is being compared to a ghost. Okay, moon is being compared to a ghost sitting in a chair, because he is white and glows in the dark. Okay, in the night he just very white and then glows in the dark, so that is why it has been compared as a ghost. Then again the second line, like a merry mad clone. Here the wind is being compared to a clone or clown, because he is blowing wildly all around in an over enjoyed manner, not realizing that he is making a loudly talk of himself. Okay, then again second part of the question says that in this poem, this is not given student here, you can see this question in your book, page number 88. I am just reading the question, try to listen it properly. Question says that in this poem the wind and the moon have been personified. Okay, student, personification is another personification, no, personification. So personification, student, is always used by the poet when they write the poems in which they use an non-living thing as a living thing. Okay, so then personification is used by the writer. So it says how has the poet used personification to tell about what the physical characteristics of the wind and the moon, the and the second, the personality of the wind and the moon. So writer is using the physical character. Okay, the wind and the moon, they are not person, but the action they are doing is like the person. So that is why here personification is used by the writer. In Hindi, manvikaran we say in personification. So what about characters? The poet has personified the moon as the beautiful noble queen who looks upon the sky with one white eye, and the wind has been personified as a mighty creature with large cheeks and a brain that is bursting with anger. So these two quality has been given in a human being by God, but this non-living thing has been described as a living thing, as a human being. So that is why writer has used personification here. Okay, what about their personality? So the moon is personified as calm, quiet, dignified queen whose dignity, okay, let me check in the book what is there. Whose dignity, student, it is dignity. Let me make it is correct. Whose dignity and poise span in the sky. Okay, whose dignity whose dignity and poise is fair in the sky. On the other hand, the wind is shown as a selfish, ill-tempered, proud person whose presence makes no difference to the stately queen, that is the moon. So student, in this question we understood what is personification and writer has been used here. So here you have to write all question answer in your copy, students. So till that time, thank you so much and have a nice day.